Welcome back, guys. Back out at the property. Give you guys an update. Should be a quick one. Just go over some pricing, where I currently am within the build. And I'm praying to God right now this camera doesn't blow over because it's already blown over 3 times. The wind is absolutely howling today. And I want to watch the sunset. So let's make this a quick one. Go over a couple of things. So I came back out here today. Once again, we're in the Joshua Tree, 29 Palms area. I met with a really cool real estate agent. I'm going to ask to make sure he's okay with it. I'm going to put his link, his contact information in the description. Highly, highly recommend him. There has been a couple of properties that have come on the market that I'm interested in. And a lot of the properties are moving very quickly. It looks like the market is picking back up again, which is good. However, at the same time, the prices are coming down, which is good. So it seems like the market's starting to show reasonable pricing. And it's pretty indicative because there's some homes that are sitting for 400 plus days. And there's some homes that are popping up that seem reasonable pricing. They're sitting for under 30 days, under 45 days. So, but I saw a property that's not too far from this one. It's a little bungalow. Considering it, I would treat it as like an off-site ADU spot for my mom to stay in. My girlfriend's parents, when they come into town, place for them to stay as well, and a place for myself to live while building over here. One thing I can say was very inspiring, just being in there and looking at the mountains through the window made me feel super, super comfortable. It gave me inspiration to build on the property, knowing that I would be sitting down and in my living room watching the sunset and lighting these mountains up and the sun rising over the mountains right there and being able to just sit down in your living room or sit outside on the porch. It was definitely inspiring. And then I looked at a couple other properties as well. So I'm entertaining absolutely every idea now of whether to build here and or buy something else. And if I buy something else, it's to live in it while building here. And then eventually that'll turn into a rental, or I'll sell it. So completely open into the market and just exploring all opportunities and what is the best way to I guess the best process to take to get to where I want to be. But I love this property. I love this area. And it really is just something about the mountain range that I really, really enjoy. All right. Let's get some of the pricing. So I'm still getting some quotes and some bids right now. I'm waiting to hear back I have a phone call with the pool company tomorrow. Final grading. And septic. From what I'm gathering, septic wide range, it could be $20,000 to $40,000 on this property. Could be less. I've heard 85, but I've been seeing crazy prices recently. Final grading, probably about 25,000, just because I want to run a long driveway. And the pool, I have no idea. From the building department, they said it is a buildable land for primary residential use. I could use up to a full acre of the 5 acres of having established assets on the property, which I couldn't even take up that much space. So, and I can't build I have to build 15 feet off of each side of the property. So pretty standard building codes and restrictions. And I'm still waiting on the Department of Safety to tell me whether I can build a steel structure on the property as a residence, not just as a garage or a secondary asset on the property. So once I get that answer, I'm assuming I should be able to build a steel barndominium. If I can't, then that means I'm going to have to start working with an architect to start building out a proper home, if you will. And that will change things up quite a bit. So now what I do have to do, first couple of tests, I need to get a geological soil test. That's going to run me about $6,000. And my perk test, so percolation, which I'll need to determine whether for septic tanks, that's going to run me about $2,500 or so. So the prices are starting to add up very quickly. So that's why I'm opening the market. I'm trying to see how much this will actually cost to build here versus possibly just going into Joshua Tree and getting a brand spanking new build for the same exact price, if not maybe a little bit more. So I will keep you guys posted on all of the quotes, the overall cost that it will cost to build, versus building out here in raw land where I'll need septic, versus getting new construction closer to town where I can hook up to a municipality. There's some pros and cons either which way, but I'll give you the full layout as this unravels. I think within the next couple of weeks I'll have a pretty good ballpark of what it's going to cost to build here, and I am going to be looking at a new build in town as well, and I'll tell you the pricing on that one. So super exciting. I was talking with my girlfriend this morning, and it's, it could be overwhelming. I find it's more exciting than overwhelming. But I have no idea which direction to go. But the only way to figure that out is to just dive in, start doing the exploring, start gathering as much information as data and data as possible. And the answer will be very, very clear. So I'm hoping that answer becomes clear sooner than later. And like I said, I'll keep you guys in the loop throughout the process, and I hope to find out the answer, all these answers within the next couple of weeks. So I'm looking to move sooner than later. But it's golden hour. I'm going to watch the sunset, and I should have another update for you guys next week, if not sooner, over the weekend. And as I was coming out here, I was passing San Bernardino, and there's still quite a bit of snow on the mountains. Actually, I can see the snow on the mountains from here, San Bernardino. So I'm going to go do a little mountain climbing this weekend, and I'll make a video of that as well. So if you made it this long, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more information. Later, guys.